Did you know that you get 25% more fitness when you do it upside down?
Hello everyone, and welcome back to the online functional athletics fitness experience. We're going into week number 5 of the lockdown because of the COVID-19. So this is, like I said, week number 5 of these home workouts, and Sean's got something to start off the week for you guys, calling it upside down fitness. All right, Sean, tell us about it.
All right, guys. So we're doing some work while upside down today, but we're starting on our warm-up. For our warm-up, we're going to go for 7 minutes. We're going to do AMRAP of this during that 7 minutes, starting with 20 jumping jacks. After 20 jumping jacks, 4 walkouts, another 20 jumping jacks, 6 burpees, another 20 jumping jacks, 10 squats. And again, we're going to cycle that for 7 minutes. After that, going into our mobility, we're going to do each of these things for about 30 to 45 seconds, starting with our Passovers. After our Passovers, we're going to do a 30 to 40 second lat stretch on either side, 30 to 40 second, 45 second prison stretch, then back to the shoulder stretch, and then bottom of the squat stretch. After that, for our strength today, we're going to be doing this in the format of an EMOM. We're going to be going every 90 seconds or every minute and a half, and we're going to be alternating between number 1 and number 2 here. All right, so it's 10 rounds, 5 rounds of each thing. Okay, so when we begin, we're going to start with 5 to 10 strict handstand push-ups. So I want you to try and pick a number that you're able to keep consistent across all of your rounds. All right, you do your handstand push-ups and then you rest until the next 90 seconds, at which point you're going to do 16 dumbbell pull-throughs, alternating sides each time. All right, and then again, at the next interval, we go back to our strict handstand push-ups. So we get 5 rounds of each, 10 rounds total of the movements, and then we move on to our workout. For our workout today, this is for time. It has a buy-in of 10 wall walks. After your 10 wall walks, then we have 4 rounds of push-ups and dumbbell rows while in the push-up position. So guys are doing 20 push-ups, ladies are doing 15 push-ups, everybody's doing 20 rows, 10 on each side while in the push-up position. And then after you complete your 4 rounds, we have a cash out of another 10 wall walks. That's our workout for the day. We'll take you over to the floor and go through each of the movements and the different scaling options. All right, guys, welcome back. So going through our workout, what we're looking at is starting with our warm-up. We're starting with 20 jumping jacks. So starting with hands and feet together, jumping out nice and wide, and then back together. 20 jumping jacks. After that, we're going to do 4 walkouts. Starting from standing, walking yourself out to a push-up position, down to the floor, all the way back up, and then back up to standing. If we're scaling the push-up in this, we're going to walk ourselves out, drop to the knees, do our push-up from the knees, back up on the toes, and then back up to standing. After that, we do another 20 jumping jacks. After that round of 20 jumping jacks, we're doing 6 burpees. So hands to the floor, jumping the feet back, jumping the feet forward, and then jumping tall. 6 burpees. After our 6 burpees, we do another 20 jumping jacks, and then we finish with 10 air squats. Just dropping down, driving those knees out, keeping the heels down for good squats, and then you go back up to the top after that, and keep going for 7 minutes. After that, starting off on our mobility, we're going to start with some Passovers. So if you have a dowel or a towel or a broom or something like that, use that, pass it over to your back, back to your front. Just wide enough so you're able to keep those arms straight as you go to the back and then back to the front. After that, we're going to do our lat stretch. So we're going to plant that pole, trying to rotate yourself so you're able to get that stretch right down your side there. Okay, 30 to 40 seconds per side. After that, we're going to do prison stretch. So we're going to put both hands on the wall, trying to drive that chest down towards the floor while keeping your hands up nice and high. Okay, just stretching out those shoulders. After our prison stretch, we're going to do a rear shoulder stretch. So we're going to go straight arm, trying to grab that arm just above your elbow and then pulling it across the body, stretching out the back of that shoulder. 30 to 40 on either side. Finishing off, we're going to do our squat stretch. So dropping right down at the bottom of our squat, driving our knees out, tall chest, trying to sink those hips down between your heels, just stretching out that bottom of the squat position. All right, for our strength now. we're going to be doing 5 to 10 strict handstand push-ups. So if you do have strict handstand push-ups and access to a wall, we're going to be going on the wall, bringing our head down, making contact with the mat or floor, and then pressing up through to lockout. Really trying to bring that chest through, head through, and keeping your heels up against the wall. Okay? If we need to scale that movement at all, we're going to be scaling it to feet on a chair or couch or whatever you have access to, walking yourself back so you're really as inverted as possible, again, pulling that head through. Then he's going to begin his descent by pushing his head out, down to the floor, and then pressing up and through. Okay? 5 to 10 reps on our strict handstand push-up. We're going to be alternating each round between the strict handstand push-up and our dumbbell pull-throughs. For our pull-throughs, our dumbbell's going to start on one side, just behind our hands. He's going to reach through while in the push-up position and drag it out to the far side. Reach through again, dragging it out again to the far side. We're going to be doing 16 of those each time we're on our pull-throughs. All right, and we alternate between those two movements. 10 total, 5 of each of those. All right, for our workout, we have a buy-in and a cash out of wall walks. For the wall walk, you're going to start with your feet against the floor, lying face down on the floor. You're going to start with a push-up, pushing yourself all the way up. Then he's going to keep pressure on his feet as he walks his hands in, trying to keep the hips off the wall, keeping that core tight and not allowing yourself to collapse into the wall. Once you come all the way up to the wall, you walk yourself out, nice and controlled all the way down. All right? That's 1. You continue from there. You have 10 to do to buy in. After that, we have 4 rounds, starting with push-ups. All right, 20 push-ups for guys, 15 for the ladies. So, all the way down to touch the floor with the chest, all the way up to locked out arms. If we need to scale our push-up, we can go from the knees, again, all the way down to that floor with the chest, all the way up to locked out arms. 20 for guys, 15 for ladies. Then we do 20 rows. All right, 10 on one side, 10 on the other side. So, split the feet a little bit for a bit better balance, tight core, and then he's going to row that dumbbell up and back towards his hip. And he's going to do 10 on one side before switching and doing 10 on the other side. After you complete your 4 rounds of push-ups and rows, then you move on to your cash out, which is another 10 wall walks. Easy as that.
For the wall walks, if you guys are newer to them, don't necessarily worry about going all the way up. Maybe just go about halfway, somewhere where you feel under control, and then just back out. Main thing, you're just not letting those hips sag, right? You're still keeping an active core while you guys do it. Another thing we were talking about too, for those rows that I just did in that push-up position, if you have a kettlebell, you might want to go off the edge of a chair or couch or something like that, just because it's a little bit more awkward with how high the kettlebell is off the ground. So same idea, split the feet, one arm for support, and then I'm rowing. And I would do 10 on one side, and then I'll switch, and then do 10 on the other side.
Easy as that.
All right, guys, don't forget to like and subscribe. We'll see you guys next time.